Speaking of cash out, right? This is a question from me being a fan, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I remember you was just cash out. Now you was always Calhoun.
Yeah.
But when you first dropped, you was just cash out.
No, when I first dropped, when I first started rapping, it was Calhoun. You feel what I'm saying?
So the 313.com?
That was Cashout313.com, right? So that was before I even put a tape out, because it was years before I even put my solo tape out. I was just rocking with Blade. So I was kind of like Calhoun. But one day we was riding in the car together. We riding up Auto Drive and shit. And me and him just go talking shit. You feel me? I'm like, man, my name Cash Out, dog. Like, you feel me? That's when the niggas started moving and grooving and getting a little paper. I'm like, man, my name Cash Out. You feel me? And then he was like, it just stuck from there. I'm like, man, Cash Out. You feel me? Cash Out Calhoun. I'm like, Cash Out. So as time went on, like, it was just a lot of discrepancies with my name. Like,
yeah, because it was
a nigga from Atlanta stole it. You feel what I'm saying?
I remember because he got hot too.
It was just a lot of
riding
shit.
around with Keisha's, man. Free that dude, Cash Out too.
My whole thought is that he was listening to the Doughboys Cash Out and just seeing how much buzz they had and then tried to steal a name.
Shout out to Doughboys Cash Out.
Shout out to Pay, shout out to Dre, shout out to Scoot, shout out to Maine, shout out to the whole Doughboys Cash Out, Clay, Keys, my nigga Keys, everybody over there.
HBK, shout out to Doughboys Cash.
Chaz, you feel what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
So you figure he was listening to that. But
yeah, I figured, because they was like, at the time, it was like Day Wave at the time. You feel what I'm saying? The Doughboys Cash Out name was bigger than Cash Out. You feel what I'm saying? At the time. So I'm thinking he just caught on to them, thinking he's stealing something from them and just ran with it. You feel what I'm saying? Not knowing. Because eventually, like, man, maybe like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when dude them signed to Jeezy and shit, me and Pay down in Atlanta for like 4 days and shit. So one day, it's like the last day we down there too. It was kind of like, you feel me, on the Jeezy side. You feel what I'm saying? We walk in the studio. I see a nigga with dreads, him and Jeezy at the board. They like listening to beats and shit. So when the nigga turn around, it's the nigga. I'm like, oh, man, I'm like, what is Jeezy on down here, man?
So Jeezy had Cash Out
in the studio. So I'm like, oh, what are you doing, man? No, I ain't like what you doing, but I'm like, damn, what's going on? You feel? So, you know, this really Jeezy got payroll down here, so it ain't that type of timing for me to just be like, man, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I kept it smooth and shit. So as the time go on, we in a session, like more people come, we in a session and shit. It's like niggas in there. I think YG in there. I think it's a few niggas in that motherfucker. YG was in there. Who else? Pay, YG. It was a few niggas in there. You feel me? So we had, like I said, we had been in the studio for 4 days with Jeezy, like to 3, 4 in the morning every night, man. Nigga in that bitch, man. Then niggas just keep smoking blunt after blunt after blunt. What's Jeezy, man, who don't rock with him no more out of Indiana, man? What's the nigga name, dog?
Man, you asked me too quick.
What's that nigga name, man? Because he be on
the funny
Clem.
dude.
The Clem guy.
Yeah, Clem.
He in there smoking. Clem in there smoking blunt after blunt after blunt. So they just keep passing me the blunt. So the Cash Out nigga, he rolling up. Every blunt.
The Cash Out, no, you cash. He
has to, because every blunt he rolled, he passed to me.
Like
oh yeah. I'm like, no, this nigga. I like this young nigga, because my young nigga had caught my young nigga. Shout out to Mustard too. My young nigga Mustard had caught up with the nigga in the A. And he was telling me, like, the young nigga cool, man. The young nigga cool. At the time, looking at him like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, no, Mustard, my dog, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. So once I finally meet the nigga, I'm like, nigga, cool, man. But I do want to get to the bottom of, like, what even inspired you to even have that name, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, It was all good, man.
He probably just started like,
But
I'll be
I
cash.
did run into the nigga, dog. You feel me? It just
Hey, cause I felt some kind of
really,
way.
it just wasn't really the time, and to just slice off into the nigga like, man, what's going? Like, you feel me? And he was like a young, you know, I'm an OG nigga, man. He
Yeah,
like
back in our era, we called that sucker MC, man.
Yeah, he like a young nigga, man. I'm like, man, I just was at the time too. I was like, I had really put the rapping like aside a little bit and was trying to help Dog on some other type of shit like Pay. I was trying to like, you know, I was trying to navigate him in a space where I had been before, where he was chartering them type of waters. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell him how to navigate through that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So at the time, I just was like, I had put rapping on pause for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is.
Hey, exactly,
we
man.
still here, man. Cashout Calhoun, man, getting it in. Go get that Ben getting it. Shout out to my nigga Big North too, man, for inviting the nigga down. We in North Dayton right now, man. My second motherfucking home, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you know it's all love, man. It's only right when it's two real recognized real.
Absolutely.
Hey.